Ahoy hoy, I'm Pavo and welcome to another Pancast movie review. This time it's for Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, starring Taron Egerton, Jeff Bridges, Mark Strong, Julianne Moore, I'm going to check so I don't forget anybody, Colin Firth, Halle Berry, Elton John, Channing Tatum, Pedro Pascal, Emily Watson even appears in it. Now, the first Kingsman movie sort of went under the radar and nobody really knew what it was about or what they thought it was going to be, and it blew everybody away. The one thing about Matthew Vaughn as a director, he's a genre director, but he doesn't stick to one genre. Kick-Ass is one of those movies that it was a slice in time, if you like. Kick-Ass 2 wasn't half as good, but Kick-Ass had some amazing moments in it. And the one thing I love about Matthew Vaughn movies is he pulls no punches. He doesn't care. I was watching an interview that he did at going doing the rounds for Kingsman 2. Because they finance their own movies, they don't have that pressure from people above, if you like, studio suits that are going to say you can't do this, you can't do that, so in regards to like Kick-Ass, you can't have a 12-year-old girl saying the C word or killing people, and but that's what I love. There's no thought about not doing something with a Matthew Vaughn movie. So much so in Kingsman, when you had that final scene where the princess from Denmark, I think it is, promises Eggsy the holiest of holies, if you like, if he saves the world. Things like that. A suit in a studio system would say, yeah, no, maybe don't do that. So it's a breath of fresh air, if you like, because you literally don't know what's going to happen in these movies. Now, I will say, when it came into Kingsman: The Golden Circle, I'd seen a few reviews that were a little bit stuffy and a little bit negative. So, and also the trailers, while the first trailer was really good, a lot of the trailers seemed very samey and didn't do it for me. So I went in not really excited about seeing this movie, but it won me over. It won me over in not very long into the movie. Taron Egerton is one of those actors that is as charming as you like. There's something about the guy that you can see, if he isn't already, a big movie star, he's going to be a big movie star. And the fact that what I loved about the movie, and we may go into a few little spoilers here, so forgive me, but we will call this a spoiler review. The one thing that did get me was the fact that everybody comes back. So all of the, not necessarily peripheral characters, but characters and actors and actresses from the original Kingsman are in there. They may not stay around for long, but it's good as a world-building movie and a universe-building movie. It's great that they bring these people back, and again, they may not stay around for long. But that's what I enjoyed about the fact that they didn't sort of skip over that kind of thing. Julianne Moore as the baddie, if you like. I saw a couple of reviews where it said that she didn't really have anything to do. I thought she was really, really good. She isn't your usual baddie. There are times slightly that it feels that she might be in a different movie, but even me saying that, because on one review it said that, oh no, she was like an Austin Powers villain. I think that, this movie, this whole franchise is just a couple of clicks away from Austin Powers, if you like. It's there's nothing in reality in this. It's total fantasy, if you like. So the fact that she is this drug lord, and that was the thing. It wasn't the fact that she was trying to take over the world or she was trying to destroy the world. She was, her motives, while fantastic and overblown, were sort of, you can understand. She's basically just a businesswoman, but she isn't getting her due as a very successful businesswoman. It just happens that her business is dealing in drugs. I thought it was very, very clever the way that they portrayed the president of the United States, Bruce Greenwood, I believe it was, who played him. You could sort of see their angle of who he is, if I'm trying to tread lightly, and the fact that he was wearing a red tie. I don't know whether sort of gave things away a little bit. I don't know, but that was good. The way that they brought Colin Firth back, I thought was really, really good. It wasn't as straightforward as you thought it was going to be. The introduction of the Statesmen, I thought was fantastic. Jeff Bridges, great as always. There was another downside that people were saying was, yeah, these guys aren't in it enough. Well, there's a lot of big stars, but there's a lot of stuff they need to so Channing Tatum, yeah, he's not in it a massive amount, but he is good in it. Mark Strong, as reliable as ever. And again, the one thing that that the director does really, really well, that Matthew Vaughn does really, really well, is put these moments of emotion, and the way he uses music. Now, I like John Denver songs, so they use especially country, Take Me Home Country Roads in this movie. The way that they orchestrate it, the scene with Mark Strong when he's singing Take Me Home Country Roads is really emotional. It's a really fantastic way that they've done it. It's action-packed. It's right from the start. I will agree that sometimes the style of the fighting, the way that they do it, it doesn't get tiresome. It just sometimes is a little bit hard to follow when they keep doing it that way. So let's go on to who my man of the match is of the movie. It has to be Elton John. Now, I never thought I was going to say that, but he is hilarious. Sometimes I don't think he's acting. Sometimes I think that could be who he is. But overall, I was so surprised with how funny, how just hilarious the Elton John bits were. I mean, they're bits that you can see that he's acting. It doesn't come over as quite natural, but the scenes that he's in, I thought he was only going to be a tiny little cameo in the movie. But he's in it quite a lot, and he's quite sort of story-wise, he's quite pivotal to some scenes, but fair play to Elton John. He was fantastic in this movie. And in regards to that scene, now, the scene I'm talking about in regards to the holiest of holies in Kingsman 1, they have another scene like that in the Golden Circle. And there's some people that I've seen on reviews have said that they went a little bit too far. But that's what I love about Matthew Vaughn and his style of movie making. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And again, I mean, you need to see the film. I would just leave it at the fact that it's that scene. You need to see the film. I would thoroughly recommend this movie. I would thoroughly recommend, and I wasn't thinking that going into it. I wasn't thinking that when I went in. I was going to see it because I enjoyed the first one. I was going to see it because I enjoy Matthew Vaughn's movies. I don't think there's one of his movies that I haven't liked, and the fact that he wants to and is possibly involved in Man of Steel 2, I think would be great. I'm not sure the complete style would fit, but I would love to see what a Matthew Vaughn superhero movie, as in an established, Superman. I would love to see what a Matthew Vaughn Star Wars movie would look like. Not necessarily an episodic movie, but one of the standalone movies. Like a Boba Fett with a group of bounty hunters. That, I think, would be an amazing movie. But also he's going to do Kingsman 3. So if this does well, there's going to be a third one. And I totally I'm ready for it. After seeing this movie, like I say, I walked in, I wasn't aware that I wanted to see another movie. Now I am. I'm going to give it 4 toes up. 4 out of 5. It's well worth your money to go and see. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any views, whether you enjoyed it or whether you didn't, pop a comment in the comments box below. Please like and rate the video. Come and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, why not hit the little icon button there, the little bell, and that means you'll be notified every time we release another video. So thank you very much. That was my review for Kingsman 2: The Golden Circle. And we will see you very soon for another review. Thank you very much.